So, hello everyone and welcome back to some more of the Disco Elysium. And tonight we're gonna party without our companion or patriot work partner, then even if we're only for a slight time. Dear. I was indeed thinking that I would like to talk to him first, give at least a bird, maybe try to see if I can then try to sing and then talk with her. So we're gonna try to go with that order, but if we're gonna try to do that, then we definitely need more trauma, because I would assume the trauma will be the important one from that, and that's even -1 trauma. Did we have something that would give us a little bit extra trauma? That gives +1. So it's something. Nothing. That's a -1, of course. Succession. That's trauma and electrochemistry. Was this just trauma? Yeah, and I don't like the look of it anyways. Actually, that's trauma and this... Oh my god, though, the look. That just looks so goddamn horrific. But sure, this is clearly the way you're supposed to be dressed when you go and sing some... excellent stuff, right? Maybe I should have rather these boots for this purpose. And what would be the best pants? As long as they don't take away. It's just... sure. Let's go all ridiculous looking, right? Alright, so nothing else that would have given me trauma, correct? No trauma, no trauma, no trauma. -1 trauma. Which does definitely not help. Empathy, hand-eye coordination, -1 in that. And there is... that doesn't put minus, that's a plus to trauma. Nothing that does. That doesn't take minuses into trauma. Let's take at least some better clothes. Something that might fit this a little bit better. Maybe these ones. Sure. Let's take not yellow like that. And no tools that would help me in some way, so I think that's it then, really. Nothing more we can do about that, so that's the best we can do. Let's go. I look so much like a police officer, don't I?
Can I help you?
Yeah. Well, Carter, I found a new bird for the whirling. Give him the raft cruise. What is this thing? The man takes the stuffed bird. It's no big, I just thought it would look nice on the wall. I'm that kind of cop. What interior decoration kind? He inspects the bird somewhat suspiciously, then mellows. You know, I'm sorry, this is actually a nice bird, a competent piece of taxidermy. I can fix it to the plague and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess. He hesitates. So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna go with thank you. People just don't know how to accept gifts, especially taxidermy. He likes it. He likes the bird. It solves his broken bird problem, which is cool. So, Carter, I would really need to sing karaoke now. No, you don't. It's not happening. Well... Well, this is my way of apologizing for the trouble I've caused. Please let me say I'm sorry. By causing more trouble, I think we're good. Well, it would be kind of part of my self-discovery, so could you please help me? The Berlin's not a charity or a musical therapy clinic, it's a commercial establishment. You're going to scare away the customers. So, why would you even have a PA system if no one's going to use it? It's for the... He begins confidently, but then stumbles in his own words. It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44. What happened in 44? It's a good question. A lot of people got killed because some asshole wanted to sing karaoke. That sounds weird though. Why did they die? So when was the last time you had a band play here? It's not for bands, it's for clients. Some clients, okay? Not you. Well, I am a real kind now. Yeah, don't. I wouldn't just say that. Just fuck me. Fuck me then. But I am a real client. I've paid my bills and I have the right to use a karaoke machine. Ha, well, he comes up with a counter-argument. We don't have any tapes. They all got stolen. He's lying, but whatever. You don't really need his lame tracks. Well, it's alright. I have my own song with me. Give him the tape of the smallest church in the St. John's. The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you have just given him. He begins to frown hard. This is the look of a man who's defeated. He knows he's out of excuses. Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair. He shakes the tape at you. I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine. I'm have it uninstalled, he mumbles to himself. Oh yeah, time to do the damage. Okay, let's try to do it. Let's try to do it, shall we? Oh, this feels right. You belong here. I feel like I had that before too at some point. Okay, the stage is all set up for your performance. Feel silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet. So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel. It does make sense that it's a red check, like if we fail here, why would he let us do this again? Okay, that's not too bad. We were able to raise our charm a lot. Let's at least look around the room first, and I guess then we're just gonna go for it. Be as it may. We fail or we succeed. I wish I had more trauma, but I don't. Would be good in this case, for example, to smoke before we would do this, because that would give us one more intellect, which would increase trauma. So look around the room first, at least. The bar is full and buzzing with chatter. No one is paying you any attention, but still you feel your knees turn to noodles. Okay, now a couple is looking at you. Even worse. They are going to hate you. Thanks, Inland Empire. That's so nice of you to say. Well, I don't think... Well, I'm sure the microphone works, but alright. Trauma formidable. I'm ready, Carter. Hit play. Let's see how badly this goes. Oof, yes, we succeeded. There is thick with anticipation. Someone dims the lights as the music starts. Okay, here we go. With our amazing outfit.
I would often go there, to the tiny church there. The smallest church in Saint-San. Though it once was larger. How the real may rest there. Down through the mist there. Toward the Seven Sisters. Toward those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there. In that tiny yard there.
You have such a deep voice.
I have been so glad here. Looking forward to the past here.
Looking forward to the past here.
But now, you are all alone.
All alone.
None of this matters. No, none of this matters at all.
Alright, it was okay. Not that much singing, but it was okay. I would often go there to the tiny church there. The smallest church in St. John's, though it once was larger. How the real may rest there. Down through the mist there. The walls, the seven sisters. There was those pale cliffs there. And it's nice to know what made us so sad, too. I would often stay there. In the tiny yard there. I have been so glad here, looking forward to the past year. But now you're all alone. None of this matters at all. Yeah, I can understand that that would make him sad. Yay, a little applause. A lazy applause fills the room. You feel your hands shake as awareness of your body returns to you. Thank you, ancient reptilian brain. Who wrote me that letter? What letter? Aw. That's not as great because he's not here. I kind of wish that he would be here right now, but he's not. Aw. Please don't fire me. What would I want to do? At least this way, let's say still Kim, even if he's not here. I'd like to dedicate the song to my partner Kim, even though he's not here right now. Good. The cafeteria manager intervenes to cut the moment short. Are we ready? I want to unplug the microphone now. Last words? Thank you, Martinez. We did it. We performed. Even if it wasn't... Well, it was cool. It was cool, though. I don't know if I was kind of just not wanting to at least risk breaking the microphone. Oh, we could toss it or something. I guess it could be a bad thing, too. I was just thinking that... I don't know. I was just thinking that the 72% is a pretty good chance that I don't want to be messing up with something that might screw with it. Already looking around the room might have screwed it, to be honest. Maybe we would have gotten more anxiety. So I was like, I don't know. Do I want to even look around the room? I don't know. But okay, let's put something a little bit more fitting on, even though, to be honest, these are not fitting, but they're in the phasing. Which shirt would we want to wear? That's not bad looking either, the actual Elysium commander's jacket. Should I use that? It does give visual calculus. I did like the other one before too, though, so that's kind of the shame in that. That just gives physical instrument, but of course I don't have much physical instrument. These hats and everything. Just take that off that goddamn hat at least, please. For the love of God, take it off. This just doesn't... This is the one that looks at least that we are a little bit like maybe can do something. Do I care for the Kingdom of Conscience that much? Not really, but reaction speed minus isn't really fun either, so... And I just don't like the look and Xavier Fair again. Not the one that I would want to be having a minus on. Oh yeah, these boots at least. We can have these boots on. But yeah, not exactly sure if I want to use this shirt or the... Oh, there's like a couple of different ones. RCM Commander's Jacket or the RCM Patrol Cloak. Huh. Did I have this already before? Yes, I did. I don't know which one I prefer, Shivers or the Visual Calculus. Well, I like both of them, but maybe we could have the Visual Calculus back on. I had this quite a bit. It has 2 bonuses, but all of these have 2 bonuses too. Right now we don't require hand-eye coordination quite as much, so I guess I could go for this for a change, but I don't know. So, did I do absolutely horrifically with that? But the outfit was so ridiculous. But to be honest, it's required if you want to try to succeed at all.
Ah, the smallest church in Elysium, right?
The cafeteria manager is waiting for you to acknowledge that he recognized the song. I wouldn't say that. Yeah, the church is actually my past. Cool. He really doesn't sound like he thinks it's a little cool. He thinks it's a little cool. Now, what can I do for you? He actually thinks it's a little cool. Thank you. Oh my goodness, we did it. We sang our hearts out.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Yes, she sounds glad to see you. I'd really like to hear about more cryptids. Of course, dear. Is there any particular cryptids that you're interested in learning about? What's the most dangerous cryptid? The gnome of Kerome. She pauses for effect. The gnome of Kerome? That doesn't sound too bad. A gnome doesn't sound like it's a small thing, so it shouldn't be that bad. Oh, it is. None of its victims survived. Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved organic tissue. Ah, well, yeah, that sounds creepy. What did the cryptoid look like? Or cryptid? It was reportedly a small creature with webbed fingers and protruding forehead, an uncanny little thing, quite scary to look at. A couple of campers found it when it was already dying. They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and wrapped it in a tarpaulin to suffocate it. She looks at you, her voice grave suddenly. It still took the gnome of Jerome an entire day to die. Are there any photos of it? Alas, no. And the worst scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome's venom. Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature itself. A poetic end, perhaps, but a real loss for science, she says mostly to herself. Alas, always alas, and then it was gone. Isn't that overly convenient? Of course, it is kind of convenience. So being so skeptical seems very convenient and it just disappeared and nothing like it was seen again. She nods. I understand your skepticism, but that's what happens with things that are rare and stand out. Their disappearance is most memorable, and they are least likely to be found again. What is the biggest cryptid? I didn't really get far in this question. That would be the giant of Kokonur, she says as if it's common knowledge. The giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast Kokonur desert in South Samara, casting a strange light across the barren wastes. And just how big is it? No one knows for sure. It's like an awful mountain appearing from below the horizon and expanding to cover almost a third of your field of vision. Is it dangerous? The towering luminosity of Kokonur is a bad omen in local folklore. Some say it's a fata morgana, others a fate unimaginable. That's what makes it so peculiar. A species surviving at the very limits of scientific law. The giant of Kokonur must be the largest animal in the planet that the planet can support. There are limits, you see, to how large a metabolism and ecosystem can be achieved. Some say a gravity anomaly below the Kokonur desert might allow the creature to grow to these gargantuan sizes. Great, this is great shit, you need more. Gravity anomaly? Digging this parascientific stuff right here. So what's the tiniest cryptid then? Cryopacter catlensis, she answers immediately. Cryopacter catlensis? Yes, an uncellular bacterium that was discovered in one of the northernmost points in Katla, the Boreal Pateo, by renowned geologist Kathleen Michaud some 70 years ago. What's so special about it? The bacterial colony Michaud found had remained alive while frozen in ice for longer than anyone could reliably estimate, certainly from before recorded history. Michaud disappeared shortly after injecting herself with the bacteria she had brought back to study, no doubt in hopes of prolonging her own life. Like, it's terrible. I don't understand. Life has been horrible for him, though. You mean there's an immortal geologist wandering the world? Yes, and she's quite mad too. After she treated herself with the bacteria, she stopped aging, but also became increasingly eccentric and irascible, so that even her oldest friends were forced to pull away. We can assume that she has been living somewhere in the wilderness for decades now, all alone except for the Cryobacter catlensis coursing through her bloodstream. I guess the invisible cryptid was the one that I needed to pick, because these were very, like, somehow it felt like they went past so fast. Well, this has been very educational. Sadly, we need to discuss something else. Of course, dear. How did he look like? Yeah. Longish white hair. Yeah, maybe I can find him after all soonestly. Okay, bye for now. So, I don't know. Like, can I just pick up a beer in there? Alright. Beer bottle. Fine enough. I guess I can pick it. Just like that. And you like my song?
The Coppernado is back. What do you want?
No, nothing. Enjoy your stay. Would be nice if we could interact with some of these other people. I don't think there's a point for me to go and talk to the girl either. So I guess I'll go and explore a little bit forward, because at the moment, otherwise I don't know what I could exactly do all alone. Plus, of course, I'm gonna be staying it to the left. So in that sense, it was a perfect time to at least now be the paying customer and be able to sing the karaoke song. I'm just so happy we succeeded. Although I'm curious how it would have gone if we actually failed. That would have been nice to see too. Like, what would have it actually meant? If we failed, what would it have meant? That would be excellent question. Move. Move, move, move. All the way to the other side. Then we can start exploring a little bit extra. I really wanted to be able to explore more of this area already, like, earlier, but after all, this goddamn car took us so long to be able to interact with, which was kind of sad, but understandable. But hey, it's still sad. Still sad. She's still here. I still haven't probably explored beach enough, or the area enough, though, I'd say.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
Yeah. That's, my motor garage in the sea, by the way. Point to the sunken vehicle. Oh, she looks at the pointed direction. That's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea? An official investigation has been launched by me. I got drunk and apparently threw it into the sea. She looks at you and shocks. This calls for a funeral, if you ask me. Ooh. Your success did me honor the carcass of my former motor carriage. It feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all. Yeah. What an odd thought. Maybe I should. Why odd? Our things are part of our life world. They're made with human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans to some extent at least. Life world? Someone's been reading up on last century Kotvaltian philosophers. Play it cool now. Alright, I mean, but organizing a funeral takes a lot of time and effort, doesn't it? Oh yeah, she says with a chuckle. You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June, and where are you gonna bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wake? Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easier to just leave them there and let nature take care of it. So is that how it went with your husband? It's going to be quite a few years before nature is able to completely take care of the motor carriage. You can always come back in a few months and see if you still want to give it a proper send-off. It's a pity we don't get to do more frivolous side activities like rejuvenate the doomed commercial area or... I understand, believe me, I really do. She brushes back her hair. I think about all the frivolous side activities I could be doing every time I go out there with my nets. But daydreaming is a rich man's game. At sea, you can't afford to be careless and dream. Anyway, she shakes her head. What are we talking about here again? Yeah. I need to at least be able to see what could be a good spot. Otherwise, a big no-no. Let's just explore a little bit then more, shall we? It's not too late yet to explore a little bit more if I could find something. Maybe the boyo. A little black swallow circles above you. You hear its chirrup. Hello, little swallow. How you doing? Can I follow you somewhere? Guess not. There's money in there or something. The water runs from the west. The source is upstream. A broken pipe? Maybe. The beams are splintered. The bridge didn't collapse on its own. Artillery broke it. Long time ago, I'd say. That's a thing, but I don't need to interact with it immediately. Yeah, it's from all the way over there to get into that place. Going really far into this location. But on the other hand, it's nice to be able to explore at least a little bit. Probably don't want to go into any big building spot. No boat in the boathouse today. This section of the coast hasn't been used in decades. What's this then? Hypogum plus 3 to morale, and then Savior Fair plus minus the visual calculus. But Savior Fair, I don't have too many items that give Savior Fair bonuses, so I'm happy to have any bonuses like those. That's for sure, Reese. The boathouse is suddenly constructed. A strong breeze might blow it over. Cash. All the cashes. Wonder what that is. Doesn't feel like I can ever go close enough to the water, to be honest. Ancient paint is peeling off the roof on this shaded bench, covered in rust. What's this then? Perception sight. A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other. Even more bullet holes. Something has definitely happened here. The density and spread of these bullet holes is surprising. This takes a lot of bullets. Fully automatic rifle fire. That's so unlikely to succeed. I guess I can basically try to have a little bit more visual calculus, but not too much more. Like I had something that would be able to give me some more, yet this basically Is there anything else at all? Probably not. Think I already had everything that could possibly give me visual calculus. Ah, well. So 42% chance. It's a question, should I really do this without Kim around? But on the other hand, I was planning to increase visual calculus anyway, so I guess we could give it a shot. Nah, fail. Unable to piece together the big picture just now. There's a hole in the hyphasis. Fine, okay. Alright, let's go then. What about this way? The sign says entry internight. Whatever that means. An old ticket taker booth no longer operational. People paid money to park here. No one would pay now. Well, that's for sure. Why would anyone pay right now anymore? Some more cash. A bottle. Ooh, actual proper bottle. Alcohol potent pilsner, but I don't get any bonuses from it sadly, so it's kinda useless for me, yes, sus. Unless we're gathering coins and stuff. Let's check the place a little bit out while Kim ain't here. A door, a building, a hiding place. Could the instigator be inside? There's no way the perp is in here, officer. Look how scarred the boys are. All attempts to pry them off have failed. Can I try to get in though? No, this time. The opposition is insurmountable, but I like the spirit. Have some points. It's lonely and cold without points. And dangerous. Dangerous too. Alright. Nothing more at least at the moment, I guess. Fallen pipe people. -1 to perception. That's kind of okay, considering how high our perception is at the moment. That's definitely... this one looks so bad to me at least, so I guess it's a little bit better. Not perfect, but a little bit better. The small fire framing inside this futuristic looking fallen people is like actually a hat in here that is kind of like this. Like, I don't remember what that's actually right now called in English, but probably in Estonian it's Pipoten too, considering this is an Estonian game. But Pipo, yeah, is a hat in itself, so it's kind of funny to say Pipo hat. Gives it the aerodynamic shape of a swoop skier's helmet, but none of its protective qualities. Covers the wearer's ears and eyebrows to bring down the track coefficient. But yeah, a little bit like that sort of a hat. Sort of. The door is not only barred shut, it is inaccessible. That's unfortunate. Well, we do want to come back here at least at some point. But at least I guess for the moment I can go off into somewhere else. Explore a little bit more. It's still to be continued with Kid Arusha next time in Disco Elysium. See you all then.